If you like this video, click like. If you want to continue to follow our adventure, hit subscribe. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Hello, Miles on the Road subscribers and followers. We saw the coolest thing. Had these bugs, I'm telling you, they're little love bugs. They're everywhere. No, that's not what I thought we'd talk about. Saw the coolest thing the other day. But before I tell you what we saw, I want to give you a little build-up as to why we thought it was so cool. And when it finally occurred to us what we were witnessing, it was just absolutely amazing. That's all I can tell you. Anyway, as you all know, we work 60, 70 hours a week, every week. We get up in the morning, go to work, and before dawn. And when we would get off of work, it would be, after dark, after sunset. So, you didn't really get to go outside and enjoy anything. We worked, lived on 8 acres. 4 of it was, yard, and the other 4 was woods. The only time we really got to enjoy, I got to enjoy the yard was, every other week or every week. On Sunday, I might get the chance to cut grass, and throughout the summer. So that was about the only time I really got to enjoy it. And that was that 2-hour window that you get from 6 to 9, or 7, I'm sorry, 7 to 9. Because I'd get home, we'd eat, and then, I would have to go out and start cutting grass. And then by the time the fall came around, it was getting too dark to really, enjoy the fall. Usually one day, it's probably on a Sunday, you'd look outside and say, oh, look at the trees, boy, they're beautiful. They all change colors. And so, you didn't get to enjoy the fall at all. I remember one time at the company picnic, it was October, and the boss told me, boy, you need to drive down Highway 44 down to St. James, Missouri, and see the fall colors. And I said, oh yeah, that would be neat, wouldn't it? I said, are you going to let me off? And he said, well, no, I guess not. So I never got to drive down 44 per his suggestion to watch the fall colors in late October. So, I guess fall was just one of those things to me where, well, it's just the season. You'd walk outside one day and realize, it's kind of chilly. It feels like fall. You'd see the acorns laying all over the ground, and you'd see the squirrels eating them on a Sunday morning when you were getting ready to go grocery shopping, because that's the only time you could really go grocery shopping. So, imagine our surprise or excitement when we actually got to watch fall. And I know you're thinking, yeah, really? You got to watch fall? Yeah, I'm serious. We got to watch fall. And so I'll explain. I don't know, 2 weeks ago, here we are in West Virginia, 2 weeks ago, and maybe even 3 weeks ago, and we noticed the tree had changed colors. Took a picture of it and put it on Patreon, no less. So, and we thought, wow, fall is kind of coming early this year. It's interesting. What's the deal? Well, here we are in South Carolina, and I'm just digressing for a second. We're in South Carolina, and not a tree in sight has fall colors. So it must have been just a West Virginia thing that fall colors were showing up early September. Maybe it's just a West Virginia thing. I don't know. But we got to witness it. It was just really neat that we saw this tree. And the next day we saw another tree and another leaf. To get more specific, another leaf had changed colors. And the next day another tree or another leaf had changed colors. And here we are, we're watching fall. We're watching the season of fall. Well, about this time we started hearing noises in the woods. Loud noises, like we thought actually maybe squirrels were running, you know, maybe that's what it was, but it sounded louder than that. And of course we're in bear country, so you know our brain always goes to, where's the bear? Where's the bear? I hear a bear. And so you would hear the or you hear and occasionally you would hear and you'd be like, what is that? Is that a deer? Is it a bear or a squirrel? What is it? And you'd be up in the trees. Is there a bear up there? And you hear another one in a different direction. Well, what is that? What is that? Well, it didn't take us too long to realize that these nuts were falling out of trees. I don't know what kind of nuts they were. You know, I told you about in Missouri. You know, we'd wake up one morning, we'd walk outside, and you nearly trip over the acorns. They were already all on the ground, but we heard the first nut fall. And before long, the woods had come alive with this noise. And they're just falling. And we walked under this tree, and boy, I mean, they're just falling. I mean, it was incredible to watch. It was absolutely more incredible. It was incredible to hear. And so, okay, so now we have seen the trees changing colors. And if we'd had a time-lapse camera, you'd have saw it. You know, from you know, green to yellow to red and off. And then you would have heard the noise. And then there's a third. Earlier I told you, you know, you walk outside on a fall morning and think, ah, fall is here. Yep. We got to witness it. You know, one morning, you know, one night we go, oh, a little chilly. Maybe we'll turn on the pilot light on the Mr. Heater Portable Buddy. And we turn on the pilot light. And, you know, you do that for a couple nights and you think, boy, it's starting to get kind of chilly. So you double up on your blanket and the pilot light be on. And before you knew it, you were turning the heater down on low. And you're like, wow, this is really kind of getting chilly. And so then you only have one blanket or a sheet on and a heater. And then next you would have the heater and two blankets, or one blanket and fold it in half. And then the next night you would have the heater and two blankets folded in half. And then finally you say, you know what, it's getting kind of cold here. And so, you know, it's time to move on, because earlier I've told you in an earlier video that we follow the weather. Well, the weather was telling us it was time to go because it was getting kind of chilly. We'd actually had hoped that maybe we could stay another week or so just to watch the final finale of the trees changing colors. But, you know, the weather dictated to us it was time to go because we're spending too much money on fuel, on propane. I am telling you how amazing this is. I don't know if anybody out there watching has watched fall. Yes, I know everybody goes and gets in their car and they drive through, you know, Highway 44, or your own Highway 44, whatever that is, to watch the fall, to see the fall colors. To see the fall colors. And it's one time a year, you go drive down, you know, 100 miles, drive back another 100 miles, and you see the fall colors. We watched the fall. We watched the fall colors. We watched this firework of color cross before us. It was incredible. And I really hope that somebody out there will schedule their vacation one year to go and watch fall, to hear fall, and to feel fall. So now we're going to watch it, hear it, and feel it. It was amazing. So here's to your fall. Enjoy it as much as we enjoyed ours. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video, and happy travels.